Hello everybody and welcome to episode 4 of Let's Play Republic the Revolution. Today we shall be continuing our revolutionary activity, whatever that was. Apparently it's to recruit a third member for our faction. But wait a second. There appears to be some kind of event. That appears to be Mr. Karasov himself, the vile Novistranen president. What's going on here? Is he cracking down on the opposition as violently as we expected him to? Or is he going even further? This looks like a bad situation. Hopefully this squad is not coming after us, because if it is, I do not think that we'll be able to make it out. Perhaps they're going after that Tarasov guy, the Democratic Party leader. After that massive mammoth rally he had, I wouldn't be too surprised. Anyway, all we can do is watch. They're kicking down the door and they're going in. But who is this that they're coming after? That's my question. Who do they want so badly? I doubt it could be one of our supporters. Alright, it sounds like they've come for business. Taking care of the opposition the only way that they know how. Those reactionary brutes. Not that it matters to us. Because this might prove to be good for us. The less rivals we have, the better our chances will be at uniting all forces opposed to Karasov. At the same time, it will probably catalyze all of the opposition to his regime. This is the beginning of an exciting new phase in our revolutionary struggle. And hopefully it should be a successful one. But what exactly is going on? They didn't take any prisoners, which is surprising enough. But they're going back into their vehicle. The bystanders are just walking by as if nothing happened. Perhaps this is a regular event on the streets of Ekaterin. I can't be sure. Anyhow, we'll see who it was that they went after. It might be reported in the press, but I doubt it. They're getting back into their van and leaving things just as they were before, sans a few dead bodies. Anyway, back to our objective of investigating the local areas and of expanding our faction. I'm thinking we could continue to investigate Turbina Park. And in the meantime, we can get Mr. Joseph Nazarov to either continue canvassing or perhaps to scout. I don't know. Night has fallen. The rooftop view is being explained to me, not that I need it. So that's that. We can get Mr. Nazarov to continue scouting. Perhaps we can go after our opposition. But I think that the best idea would be to canvass once more in Prokofiev Plaza. Back to the old bookstore. Hand out some subversive revolutionary literature and pamphlets while he's there. This way, we can guarantee the loyalty of the Prokofiev Plaza region to our movement. We shall continue to investigate Turbina Park. But what is this now? This building right here. The newspaper HQ. Well, whoever can control it receives a big bonus for support. So I believe that we need to capture Turbina Park. We need to get the loyalty of the people, to win them over to our cause. But while waiting for that, we might as well just speed the game up a little bit and wait for the headlines to appear as to who got shot by whom. And so we wait. And we continue to wait, and to wait some more. Do we have any more information about factions? No, we unfortunately do not. Anyway, our faction is gradually growing in strength. Our influence, however, is decreasing, though I have gained a level. The power screen as well. Fantastic news! We have overtaken the Church of Novistrana, and we are hot on the heels of the Union of Socialist Workers. It appears that leftist forces are growing in strength across the town of Ekaterin, while the capitalistic, democratic, bourgeois, decadent forces are being fought against by Karasov, since they are currently a far bigger threat to his control. And so the NPRM is gaining traction. We need to find more members and to strengthen ourselves even further. Because this situation so far looks quite promising. Our resources are going up. Let's slow down the game a little bit and see what happened in the news. President's birthday surprise. Well, apparently we are celebrating the birthday of the dear leader Karasov today. If only we had the strength to crash the celebrations. Regardless, I'm going to strengthen my attributes, boost my status, my presence, and my charisma. Now, we could strengthen our investigative skills or our headhunting skills. For now, I'll put one more point into headhunting. I've gained access to new action types. Well, so I'm now capable of getting a character to change their shift. That's always useful. And what else? So we now have the skill to anoint. It'll help to increase the resolve of recruits. That's always good. So practically, we have the ability to bless people. We're turning into a cult, slowly but surely. Not that that's a problem. So long as it is a cult against the government, I'm willing to take the risk. Now who are these people? Salesmen, Pavel Pavlov and Ivan Prochnov. Well, I'm busy looking for somebody else. I need an influence figure. Perhaps we could try to investigate or to recruit a member of the church. We could get the cleric Oleg Baturin to join our movement, since he is a more charismatic and a more influential figure. But I am unsure. I say we investigate Lisitsky Towers as well, increasing our knowledge while we can. If all else fails, we will probably recruit the cleric, Mr. Baturin. Though I'd rather that he be more of a last resort. Now, how are the canvassing activities of Mr. Nazarov going? The Democracy Now! Forces have been completely eliminated from Prokofiev Plaza, and so we are expanding our hold. So we enter the afternoon. What's happening now? Nazarov has gained a level. Well, that's useful. We'll boost his charisma a bit, because he needs it. We'll boost his control slightly. And we'll also just boost his charisma even more. We need a charismatic recruiter. So what activity should we develop for Mr. Nazarov? Scouting, canvassing, graffitiing? I say we'll go with the graffitiing. We can make our conspiracy open to the world. Of course we won't be letting anybody in on it, but nonetheless. Now we've gained the majority of Prokofiev Plaza. We have a 91% share, so I believe that we can start canvassing once more in the Shubnoy Industrial Estate. We'll canvass in the tenement blocks to get the support of the working class. Now let's see what the news is. So apparently the locals are complaining that we are too zealous and too rude. A special emphasis on the rude word right there. I don't know why I said it like that, but I did. So Mr. Nazarov is very, very impolite in his recruitment tactics. That cannot be good. Now what else? Democracy Now! Has been destroyed. President Karasov has declared all other political parties illegal. Karasov added further proof of his declaration by rounding on a Catherine-based Democracy Now! Party. DNP leader Robert Tarasov has been arrested for his alleged treasonous behavior. Throughout the day, elite Alpha Squad units have systematically taken members of the DNP into custody. Sadly, many vigorously resisted arrest and were shot. Well, there goes the Western-backed color revolutionist opposition. I'm not sure whether I should be glad about it, or whether I should be concerned, because they might end up doing the same thing to us in the NPRM. So we've got to continue the campaign in the Hassan Heights tenements. We need to increase our strength, increase our influence, and this way to make Ekaterine ours. We enter the night of day 7, and we witness the presidential declaration of Mr. Krasov, his birthday speech. He shall probably criticize all opposition parties and threaten to destroy us. Little does he know that we are strong enough to fight against him. The press has gathered and so have his loyal supporters. The crowd does not appear especially enthusiastic, though he is giving a decent speech. I'll concede that much. You can see the moon passing by in the background, the starry night sky. If only it wasn't being ruined by this human filth that goes by the name of Carasso. From his tone, I can assume that he's issuing a patriotic call to arms, to oppose opposition and to strengthen his movement. Little does he know that the NPRM is fighting and shall continue to gain in strength as it challenges his rule. We shall overcome for sure. Now, that appears to be the end of that. We'll see the summary of his speech in the newspapers tomorrow. People are taking photographs as they do, and taking notes. Is this a journalist here? I don't know. Asking Mr. Karasov a question. Anyway, all appears relatively stable for now. Karasov is just taking questions from the press. Relatively slow-paced and boring, just as much of this game, but nonetheless important. Now I think I'm gonna get back to my activities. It appears that this hooligan... Wait, no, Bell of the Union activist has joined the Union of Socialist Workers. This isn't good. We need to start gaining members. Now back to the presidential declaration, where Karasov is receiving extensive applause. The applause won't last for long, however. We shall shatter him. He doesn't know how precarious his position is. Now we enter the morning of day 8. So we have actions that involve secrecy and sleaze. Alrighty then. Let's check the digest of the Novistranen press. More complaints about the NPRM? Not that I care, while Karasov has announced that he is president for life. Novistrana is now officially a single-party dictatorship, because previously it was only a de facto status. Now, it appears that Lisitsky Towers is under the influence of the church. So I say that for the sake of gaining another influential member of the movement, we should go for Mr. Baturin. He'd make a good addition to our movement, and at the same time it would comfort all the members of the church, all those who fear that we might be an anti-clerical or anti-theistic movement. We probably are, but we need to at least put a bit of cover over it. He's certainly a big better choice than Mr. Yuri Biggie K. Kalinin, who looks like an absolute idiot, if I can say so myself. So it is decided. In the next episode, we shall attempt to secure the support of Mr. Baturin. And so we shall continue to strengthen the NPRM. Until then, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, do not forget to leave a like and a comment and to subscribe to my channel. I've been the Nerd Gamer, thank you very much once more for watching, and goodbye for today.